Mitchell Schwartz, who is a candidate for mayor. He's taking on Eric Garcetti. How you doing, Mitchell?
I'm good. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good. Now, why are you here at this March for Measure H?
Yeah, so we have to do something to help the homeless in the city. No one has ever seen it this bad. The mayor and the city council, on behalf of developers, has created not a glut, but an abundance of luxury housing and a shortage of affordable housing. And the homeless folks, a lot of them do have money for vouchers and other things, but the rent's gotten so high that they're being kicked out and evicted. I do support Measure H, which is a 1/4-cent sales tax to help the homeless. We have to make sure that we don't create more homeless. Let's not make it worse. Let's not destroy affordable housing and replace it with luxury housing.
Yes on Measure H! 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 Yes on Measure H!
The Measure H people stand for something. They're the true American. What about the rest of you? Do you stand for anything? These people come out in the cold and they stand for what they believe in. What a deal.
Yes on H! Yes on H! Yes on H! Yes on H! Yes on H!
All right, I'm here with Victor Garcia. Why don't you tell us what you're running for, Victor?
I'm running for Glendale Community College Board of Trustees, District 4. One thing that I really want to do on the board is put together a program which pulls together all sorts of state, county, and federal funding to help transition our foster and homeless individuals into higher education. So stuff like Measure H has provisions in it to help break the cycle of poverty by providing them with access to higher education and funds for higher education. When we have students working more than 20 hours a week, they're less likely to graduate. But many of our students have to work 20 or more hours a week in order to afford housing, transportation, textbooks. So when it comes down to it, people are more willing to pay for tuition and their textbooks because they don't recognize the importance of having stable housing. And the school needs to recognize that we need to support our houseless and our foster students.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming out today. We have brought homelessness to the red carpet. We need services. We need services for people experiencing domestic violence, human trafficking, for the children. We need it for families, and we need it for single men and women who are re-entering our society after paying their dues. We need it for mental health. We need it for substance abuse services. We need to scale up everything. And most importantly, we need each of you to go back into your communities and not only say yes on March 7th, but say yes when these facilities come to your neighborhood. We know that over 70% of people experiencing homelessness are within the communities that they are from, that they have family, that they have some ties. So we can no longer say not in my backyard. Thank you,
I'm actually a caseworker for homeless services, and I'm telling you guys, the resources are not there. But please vote yes on H. We need resources, guys. Please vote. That's it.
I've been doing this for 6 years, going down to Skid Row. Every year it gets worse. And in the 6 years that we've been doing it, I've never seen anything that was really going to help the people down there. This is going to help the people on the street, but the reason people keep ending up on the street is we can't afford rent. Everyone is feeling the pinch right now. Until we do something about that, we're going to be marching here every year, and we're not going to help the problem. We need to make sure that something changes in this city, and that is that a person who works 40 hours a week gets to afford an apartment in LA. Every year it gets worse. Last year there was a 5.2% increase in our rents all over LA. So we're going to call for a public forum on housing in LA on April 29th, two months from now, on Saturday. We're going to be marching on Wilshire and La Brea. Tonight when you go home, for you guys here who still have one or both parents, I want you to go hug them. I want you to go hug them and tell them that you're gonna march so that when they're older, that they don't end up on the street. If you have a brother or a sister, I want you to go hug them. I want you to go hug them and tell them that if something happens to them, it doesn't mean that their family is going to end up on the street. If you have kids, or if you don't have kids, if you have a niece or a nephew, I want you to go hug them. I want you to tell them that when they grow up, that 10, 15 years from now, that if they are going to be working full time, that they are going to be able to afford to buy a house in LA. This we did for our homeless brothers and sisters, so that they can get off the street, have jobs, get mental health help, have help with their substance abuse to get recovery. But this march on April 29th is not just about anyone. It's about the thousands of people who sleep in their cars, who still go to work. It's about your friends at work who are working, but they don't know how they're going to afford their rent increase. It's about that there are 63,000 homeless kids in LA, and their parents are going to be able to afford to live in an apartment. This fight is not something we're going to solve in one day. This is not something we can come out to the street one day and say we're going to finish. We're going to fight for it until we make LA affordable again.